The release of the iPhone 8 and 8 Plus has left many wondering whether this phone is worthy of the number upgrade. Why isn't this just an iPhone 7s? But although the phones do look similar, there are some major differences between the two. So on the outside, the iPhone 7 and 8 have pretty much the same form factor. In fact, you can use a case from the iPhone 7 on the 8 with no issues. But while the iPhone 7 is made completely from aluminum on the back and glass on the front, the iPhone 8 has an aluminum band around the edges and glass on the front and back. This glass mainly is there to allow for wireless charging, so you can place the phone down on a wireless inductive Qi charger and charge without having to use the lightning port. This is a first for an iPhone. This build also though makes the 8 slightly heavier, but at the same time easier to hold. And there are also new colors with the 8. A silver color, space gray, and a new gold color. Besides these differences though, on the outside it's tough to call this a completely new design. The front has the same 4.7 or 5.5 inch screen sizes, and the screens are the same resolution. Touch ID and the home button are still here as well, and the larger bezels. So at first glance it seems nothing has changed on the front, but they aren't exactly the same. The screen on the 8 is updated with better colors and now supports True Tone, so it can adjust to match the surrounding light temperature. The screen is improved, but it's not exactly a night and day difference. Inside, the iPhone 8 is running the latest Apple A11 Bionic chip, while the iPhone 7 is running the Apple A10 Fusion chip. The new A11 6-core processor is significantly more powerful than the iPhone 7's quad-core chip, but currently you'll be hard-pressed to find a major difference. The 8 feels fast and snappy, but most new phones out of the box do. What will really test these processors is in the coming months, especially when more taxing applications come, like those utilizing ARKit. That is where the A11 Bionic will most likely shine, and you'll notice a difference. Now, one category that does have a noticeable difference out of the box is the camera. The iPhone 7 has a 12 megapixel sensor with an f1.8 aperture and optical image stabilization, while the iPhone 8 has the same specs, but is an upgraded sensor and has upgraded image processing. The 8 also has a new quad LED flash for better lighting and low light, but what this means is that the photos on the 8 come out a little sharper and with better color and dynamic range. And you can tell a difference between the iPhone 7. On the video side of things, the iPhone 8 can shoot 4K at up to 60 frames per second compared to 30 on the 7, and 1080p at up to 240 frames per second compared to 120 on the 7. Now, on the iPhone 8 Plus and the iPhone 7 Plus, you have the dual camera system. On the 8 Plus, the first camera is the same as the iPhone 8's main camera, but the second is a telephoto lens. This is similar to the iPhone 7's Plus camera, and it allows you to have portrait mode. With the iPhone 8 Plus, however, you get a new feature called portrait lighting. This is still in beta, but it allows you to take portrait photos with lighting effects similar to what you might find in a real photo studio. So you can have more dramatic lighting on your face or black out the background. At this moment, this feature doesn't work perfectly, but it's an interesting concept. So the question is, should you buy the iPhone 8? If you have the iPhone 7, it's a hard sell. Sure, there are differences, but unless one of the iPhone 8's features are a must-have for you, you probably won't notice a major difference. Now, if you have an earlier iPhone like the 6 or 6S, this will be a major update, and you will notice performance differences and the camera upgrades, and you'll probably be happy with the 8. Another factor to note though is the iPhone 10. This isn't out yet, but it is a completely new design, a better screen, better camera, but it comes at a cost of $1,000. So the $699 starting price of the 8 is much more palatable. However, if you're coming from the iPhone 6S or older, for the even cheaper starting price of $549 for the iPhone 7, it may be an even better option to choose since you're still getting a great phone. Either way though, the iPhone 7 and iPhone 8 are both great options that should last you a few years to come. And if you know that the iPhone 10 isn't for you, you should rest easy knowing that the iPhone 7 or the iPhone 8 are both great choices. But that is the iPhone 7 versus the iPhone 8. Be sure to let us know down below in the comments which phone you think is most worth it. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, be sure to subscribe and visit MacRumors.com for more. I want to thank you all so much for watching. I'm Mac Gonzalez with MacRumors, and I'll see you next time.